Hey everybody, my name is Matt. This is my friend Joe.
How's it going?
Hey, we are trying something new today. Yes. We have no idea how this is going to go. We're in the middle of our church lobby where it's like 1,000,000 degrees.
It is like hell threw up in here for some reason. It's crazy.
We're both going to be dripping in sweat by the time this is over. But if your YouTube or Facebook algorithm found us today, hello, we're glad you joined us. So what we're going to try to do, we don't know how often we're going to do this, what this thing's even going to be. We're going to take today's top trending Google searches and just talk about them for a minute.
Okay.
Maybe we'll kind of put a little faith spin on it. Maybe we'll just joke around about whatever's happening.
So like I on culture, I on our faith, you get to watch.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to quiz you to see how culturally relevant you are. Let's see how many of these things you know about and how many are completely off your radar.
Okay. I hope that my kids aren't embarrassed by this.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
So today is Friday, August 20th. Okay. The number one trending topic on Google this morning. Ready?
Yeah.
Lorde. Pop star Lorde.
Okay, so not the Lord.
Not Jesus Christ.
But Lorde, who did that? Royals.
Yeah.
And we'll never be
royals. So she's trending this morning because I think she's got a new song or new album out today.
Okay.
The headline says she is now adulting and embracing a folksy analog style of music.
Folksy analog style. So is that like Mumford & Sons?
I have no idea.
Okay.
That's our first thing we don't know anything about. We don't know Lorde's new song yet.
I'll go listen, though.
I'm sure it's good.
I'm sure it's great.
What are your thoughts on Lorde? Are you a Lorde fan?
I thought she was interesting. And for as young as she was, she broke into the scene and she had a unique sound. I think it's hard to be a new musician today. And so good for her. And she's like, she put her band back together. It's like the only person in her band. So if she like kept the band together, like she's just keeping herself together, I say that's winning.
Yeah.
That is adulting.
Yes.
Just like Google said it was.
Exactly.
Okay.
And if she's going more acoustic, that's kind of a little bit of a trend to like go a little bit more folksy acoustic.
Yeah.
So.
Do you think she uses a Taylor guitar?
Probably.
I mean, you use a Taylor guitar, right?
Those are the best in the biz.
I don't know about that. All right.
Any other thoughts on Lorde?
That's it.
Okay. Number one trending topic is Lorde.
All right.
Okay. Number two. I had to look this up. I didn't know who this person was. So get ready. Okay.
All right.
Butler.
Brett Butler. If I would have to take a guess who Brett Butler is, so the Olympics are over by now, so he's not an Olympian. And he's not like a news broadcaster station in Afghanistan, which is probably like the biggest thing going on right now. Mm-hmm. So I would say that Brett Butler, maybe he does like trick shots. Is that close?
Well, Brett Butler is a woman.
Oh, so how do you spell Brett?
B-R-E-T-T.
Okay, that's right.
So, and she is an actress.
Okay.
And she's trending because after doing a lot of TV shows, she's broke.
Okay.
So she's trending because she made a lot of money on TV.
Okay.
Now she is bankrupt, and that is Google worthy.
Why do we glory in people's downfall? I don't know. That's a great philosophical question. I mean, should we feel like empathy? Like, I'm not broke, but I've certainly lost money. That's not a great feeling. And so, I don't know if I would go searching for people who are broke now. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So that's just kind of interesting. That's on the top 10 Google Analytics. Okay. All right.
Brett Butler.
Sorry, Brett.
Yeah.
Bounce back.
Maybe do some Bitcoin or something.
That's right. Get in the blockchain.
Yeah.
All right.
We are not financial advisors.
No, we're not.
Don't take our advice.
That's a nice disclaimer there.
I just do not get a personal recreational thrill out of losing money.
Okay, next one's a saucy one. You ready? Okay. OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
You know about this?
Is OnlyFans like an adult app?
Yes.
Okay.
My understanding is it didn't necessarily start that way, but that is what it has become.
Okay.
And so they are apparently trying to trim things down a little bit and get it a little less sketchy. They're going to start banning some pornographic material. Okay.
Does this have anything to do with like the latest thing that Apple is doing to try to start scanning images? If there's like a setting on there, if like a kid's under the age of 18, Apple now, they just released this.
Yeah.
Like a parent can set their phone up to where certain types of images come up. There's a warning that's given to them as a user. And so like there's this big hubbub about, is Apple now spying on us? So so maybe is OnlyFans is like trying to get ahead of litigation down the road?
Could be.
I certainly hope so.
Yeah.
That's my only opinion on the thing.
It sounds like they're going in the right direction.
So I worked at Hollister as an assistant manager once.
Of course you
did. Yes. And well, thanks. Do I look? Am I on brand there? Oh, jeez. So, but anyways, we there's this saying there like forewarned is fair warned. So everyone like they're being warned if you're using that app or whatever that some retribution's coming down the road if you don't shape up. So there you go. Okay.
Okay, OnlyFans. That was the number one trending topic yesterday with over 1 million searches on Google.
Wow.
Okay, OnlyFans. Probably shouldn't go on there. Stay away from there.
Stay away, yes.
The next is one that is very near and dear to my heart.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
Something to do with Marvel?
Yes.
Oh, man. Yes. Okay.
Eternals, the next Marvel movie that released the last trailer yesterday. So they released a new trailer.
Eternals.
Do you know anything about Eternals?
I don't know. So, like, full disclosure, like, all the Marvel stuff's been happening, like, since my kids are, like, young. And I've been waiting to watch any of them until, like, we watch all of them. And so I haven't really kept up. I remember watching a few of the early ones.
Yeah.
And I just thought maybe there'd only be a few, but there's been, like, dozens of these movies, which makes you wonder philosophically, what is it about our culture that we're just into superheroes? Like, what's going on that this genre is evergreen? And so that would be an interesting thing to, like, try to discuss.
Yeah. Well, why do you think it is?
So I would say this. I think so can we get nerdy for a second? Like nerd out? Okay.
I live in Nerdville.
Okay. Yeah. So I think that in the 20th century, when the divine was up for debate, philosophers would say like in that vacuum of whether there's a divine or not in this discussion and consciousness, that we now have to fill it with something. That's where like zombie genre popped up because like what happens? Like, what are some other options after we die if we don't go to the eternal beyond? And so zombies and like how does the world end? Zombies. It becomes like a thing that people begin to toy with. I think we know that there's like an extra gear in humanity. It's not just the mundane that we experience all the time. But like there are people who are gifted, who are set apart from us, and so we begin to imagine that these people are a lot like us and a lot not like us at the same time. And I think it's just it can contribute to this inward ache inside of there has to be something beyond of what I can like write down on scratch paper, and so this is like another option out there. So that's just kind of my 2 cents on the deal on Marvel. So So what do you think? What do you think of Eternals?
Well, so the trailer looks good. It's very different from any other Marvel movie.
What makes it like? What's different about it?
So these are eternal beings. There's like 5 or 6 of them that have been around, I think, for thousands of years, and they're kind of some kinds of like guardians to make sure everything goes according to plan. So there's watching and guard and stuff. But for some reason, they have not done anything in the Marvel universe until now.
Did they get into Bitcoin? And what's the deal?
I don't know. Okay. I have not read the comic books. It's a series I'm not very familiar with, but the trailers look great. I'm excited about it.
All right.
Well, your thought, another Marvel take. Another reason why I wonder if it's successful is because it's 20-some movies or however many movies, but it's one story. Okay. They all connect. Yes. And all the characters show up in each other's movies. I think there's something about that is appealing. Like it's a large story that we just get little bits at a time. I think that is also appealing. Yeah, because people our brains are wired for story, and so when the story's unresolved, like we can't let it go. Like it sticks in there like Velcro, and so I think that the producers and writers of these movies are like, okay, how can we extend the narrative? Now, we know that sometimes that just doesn't work. Like, sequels are always lame. For the most part, sequels and movies are lame, right? Yeah. So sometimes it doesn't work. But when it does work, man, it's something that people will attend to again and again because you keep adding to the narrative plot, the tension and all that stuff, and people want to see what happens next. Yeah. Right? It suckered me in, or works for me. Okay. So. All right, well. And for those of you watching, our friend Jaleska just drove by in the lawnmower, so you probably heard some lawn noise. So yeah. Hey, Jaleska, thanks for mowing our grass. Thanks. Yes. Yeah. Okay, one more. I got it. There's a new Call of Duty video game. Okay. And that is about all I know because I'm not a gamer. Okay. But it takes place during World War II. Okay, because like Call of Duty has been like hopping through the different eras of warfare, right? And it's like going back and forth. Like, wasn't there like a modern warfare? Yeah. And like modern is like a very relative term. Yep. Like how modern? Up to date, right? Right. So now they're going back to World War II. It makes you wonder, like, why at this point, like, why did they go to the future to like modern warfare, and then now back to World War II? Is there something in the water of culture where they thought this would be appealing? Maybe it is like the rise of
terms like socialism, fascism, neo-Nazi movements, alt-right movements that are happening out there. This is a kind of like an evergreen term, and maybe they're trying to maximize the moment and say, well, let's go back down to. But here's the thing: like telling history comes with a slant, right? So like they are probably giving a slant on World War II as it is, and they're trying to tell something about our day by using something from a previous day. So I don't play Call of Duty. I wish they did, because that would be exciting.
It would be.
But I don't.
I don't either.
So I hope they enjoy it if you do that sort of things. People are making money off Call of Duty. Like, good for you. Like, if that's your income as well. Yeah,
it's a great way to live, I suppose.
Living right, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, well, on this very first edition of Trending, we didn't know a lot of these things.
That's right.
So
I think we did better than I thought we were going to.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Not bad. We'll try to do better next time.
Out of time. Try and do better the next time.
See what happens next time.
All right, hey, that's what's trending today.
All right, thanks.
See you later.